We're in the middle of listening to Jesus' Sermon on the Mount in the Gospel of Matthew. And last week we heard Jesus reinterpreting some of the former commandments. And this week we get to hear some more commands. If you are struck on the right cheek, turn the other cheek also. If anyone asks for your coat, give them your cloak as well. Give to all who beg of you, and love your enemies. When we hear these words, I can't help but think they're very difficult to do. But you know what, even more, at the end of our reading this week, Jesus actually calls us to be perfect. Be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. But doesn't Jesus know of our human propensity to sin? How we protect ourselves when we're hurt by others? Or that we strike back when we're attacked? I mean, even in the best of circumstances, when we try to follow Jesus, we make mistakes. That's why we have to back up and look at that Greek word that we translate as perfect. It comes from the word teleos, which literally means complete or having attained a goal. That goal is to be like Jesus. And actually, the root word of that, telos, means that end goal is the trajectory by which we direct our movement. So when we hear Jesus say, be perfect, we don't have to dismiss it as some impossible call. Rather, we can see it as a goal to set before us. And maybe of our own accord, we can't fully attain it in this life. But we can trust that through the power and strength of the Holy Spirit, we can continue to strive for that completeness, that life which God intends for us, to live as Jesus lived. I mean, when he was struck, he turned the other cheek. When he was asked for his cloak, he stood there naked before us. And when he was nailed on that cross to die for us, he said of his enemies, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. It will take practice and determination and believing in ourselves. But we can trust that God has transformed us through the love of Christ and called us to be perfect, be complete as children of God. I look forward to seeing you in worship.